Okay, but would you like to introduce yourself? Now, Nkrofonti Nipakra Wakasa.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, inti Mpatro introducing na how on saying.
Yeah, melodies. Your family share with party media. Me do social media. Lover man. I watch TikTok. The team me fair would say, now and no, I mean, who say obey broadcasting be now. Send the way broadcasting me TV and no, I might say I'm a frail. But the whole night to me, you must have my dear chin. Nti na ndekwa me no kasa bi deso adwuma me mpon ye so the ma me frɛ wo ni sɛ meti sɛ wo ma broadcasting ni sɛ wontumi radio and Gabi Asaro Chidako Asaase radio is among those radio stations that invaded us or unlawfully operating in Ghana, and that they are going to NCA is going to suspend them. So what I say. Now me tears are broadcasting. Actually, and I who say, we tears are say now John Mahama Adam said, the NCA should let them work. NCA more munya jumano. Intimate us and Yamianu Nama Kuma ni Yam Makuma ne Harry. Because Yana Yawa Amsterdam has said, their life to honor a campaign, the DG party, my John Mahama. If you come at John Mahama Brava has a Mrs. War, Switzerland, Munina, so Munina, and maybe like the share of a fair kama, and maybe a campaign, Jinamu Day and Nazi campaign mao. Now, John Mahama, the chairman for young Sena, you walk outside, ye campaign mao, they did say, O Castle Babe Quatia corruption. Now, corruption of Babe Quatiano. All the stolen properties, all the offense appointees no movie are done ajapa geni nano. Over the chill, normal civilian, anything I would see or no. So, Nando, meeting so say John Mahama say NCA ma radio stations in Yadman. How? Mintiatia. Okay, also about the quantity corruption, not for invaded us, not the NCA. Omajima, send and yes, they are abusing it. No, Omudim law and constitution and NCA for the other. Eddie Omajimano. Najo Mahama, what are the Cassie Yamo Munyajima? Until say other radio stations, over it, almost invaded us and also operating unlawful. Almost when you almost Yajimana. Question I mean, these are no melodies. See, other radio stations now ya suspend one as a shot of Modana. Okay, radio wontumi and Asaase radio. What about the other one? Other radio stations,
Is it that is it that you don't believe in His Excellency John Dramani Mahama? The reasons Awama and said yeah. Because in order to protect media freedom. That is why he's taking a decision. Say radio stations need menko because onu hu ne say it could be a way that should be future government yan hwe ya ebe than the precedent be a future government omode ebe silence a pro opposition radio stations or media firms. Enu hu nti ena oka say yen hwe say asem ne be we meba enu nti oka say yen hwe say asem no settle. Is it that you don't believe in reasons are presidents no one and say I mean what's your problem with it?
The reasons now is it constitutional reasons or is some reasons?
You see the thing about the constitution is the president has veto power. Right? You can't say veto power. Yes, the president has veto power. It told the constitution will be made to work. But you see, the reality of the whole thing is yet your mind will. There's a reason why ayana dumso esia ayana maybe a yebo president din. There's a reason why a petro bo ekoso a yebo president din. Technically, no, any president no be kwakoto petro naba. But it's because of the democracy or because of the system we run in this country. No, you want to say president no wontumi what you say obe take decisions.
Matthias or 2 minutes, so obey decision wrong. But decision you were on last over take care. There was so who reason with the whole country. So I say, For example, maybe how many radio stations do we have in Ghana?
A lot.
Yeah. More than 1,000. What you say? Argentina, more than 1,000. These two radio stations, and you're affiliated to other political parties. There are some radio stations, they are also affiliated to other parties. What you say? Argentina, those, all of them now, are affiliated to other parties. Because almost documentation, almost tax okay. So we are okay. Government, no matter how veto power the government has, the government cannot touch you. Maybe okay, now say I would do veto power. One person best set president at one. Now say okay, one person best set president at one. Say other president by one also did. Or better now again, I shall tell other radio stations down. Okay, the other stations, also they also commit the same mistakes now. These two radio stations here, yes, suspended money now. Also, monument you require other ones who you are there. This is pure selective justice in the Mahama. What you are saying?
So you think that the president or why are you saying? I mean, if you use the word selective justice, why are you saying it's selective justice? What's the reasoning for that? Why selective justice?
The entire selective justice, there are almost 62 radio stations on my invaded as an answer operating unlawfully in Ghana. NCA person was suspended. I don't think that Mahama, what I say, all of them, not only to these two stations.
Statement one can say only the two stations or see your money now.
Okay, or so money now before which the wontumi where they come. And yet, these days, I want to be where Asaase radio, most funny as a mobile Asaase too. No, before then, the sister two they are already listed before. I don't think the John Mahama can so munyajima. Two where they come down or pass on munyajima.
Inti neba. O problem ne say. O problem to me who say o problem ne ye Asaase radio ne wontumi FM na. As a Mahama or ye Bruni ever kind of clemency or more clemency, you show more mercy, no problem, no me boy.
Me problem because we are also show clemency to the rest of all of them, the rest of the radio stations.
But clemency no, and yet only to Asaase radio or show to all the radio stations. That's the thing, no, and yet only to Asaase radio.
But Melody, and let me be say these two radio stations, no. They added them recently. But other radio stations, I can't remember, they are more than 3 months or 4 months that they listed them. I didn't think I start the date in 2-3 months. Mahama, one of the shows are clemency before then.
Information.
Recently, we moved to Mbeka saying, I know then, what shows are clemency. I was saying, not just say. Asana Mahama who can say who ba be kwa atia corruption na ye umujide na ye campaign ma wonu who fully answer
inti milk me ba
because the law is the law
inti manka me ba Mahama issue clemency ena yemfa ne say Asaase radio ne chairman wontumi ni FM no enka ho a senia ubu efu na nka ubu befu sa
me bu
Inti that is a wo dia no eye Asaase radio no ene eye wontumi no omo na ye show clemency ni na eye oya
and na ye because you see the law is the law what you say say Mahama we show clemency na in the beginning no before that Asaase radio ni issue would be come also we show clemency we don't say oh wait the John Mahama we show clemency to all of them. But you don't have to wait until these two added that you are coming out to show the clemency.
Maybe information we are working and me I'm not aware of it. The worker say other radio stations no. I say no more so bonny the dada. Yanka he inti Asaase radio back on. And then me I don't know where you got that information from, but me information I got
that information.
It doesn't say.
Information that the Armenian side information from last and Kevin Taylor. One massa information 3 months ago.
Okay, no problem. Inti unya sa information from Kevin Taylor. Inti Kevin Taylor Kevin Taylor can sa information on Asaase radio ne wontumi mba mbeka ho according to you no more man beka ho
no
but
they were not around satam na ube kaya bofu satam na bofu ntokoni ewo mu didi omu shot
I think say I think say you are mixing it up. Now the reason why I think say you are mixing it up no any utie Sam George in Semo Awokan or say Asaase radio for especially Asaase radio almost and in fact already mami ready in Semo Gabriel Chedakon edebetuja already Gabriel Chedakon Semo wa debetuja na utumi hu ne say Asaase radio the reason why ya twen wo aso no because of adie bia wo mo ye President Akufo-Addo time, right? Not just say wo ka say 3 months ago ye bo radios bi di na Asaase radio omo nka ho na nanse ne ye de beka ho a eno no enye accurate. Now mami read Gabriel Chedakon sema mami let me just read what Gabriel Chedakon said yesterday. Okan wie ye ne kra no Sam George Ebabe responded. Gabriel Chedakon ka say yes, it is true. Asaase Radio 99.5, which celebrates its 5th anniversary Saturday, has been shut down. The general manager informs me it is because the station delayed in renewing its license last year. It was to be renewed by October, but only done in December 2024. Inti Gabriel Chedakon confirmed said the reason why I shut Asaase Radio down last year, Bonia Womudi. It is a walk at said 3 months ago, near bo radio sa omodi bonena Asaase nka na nanse nomdi omo ababeka ho enye accurate because omo bone no last year near die. I hope you understand that point.
See, Mati de Okanasi, I understand the point. But Sa radio station, according to the Kevin Taylor show, Sa radio station almost it wasn't under this government.
Yes. Unim Kevin Taylor dey na Okana meba Kevin Taylor dey na Okanya obo di no. Me kai say ne kwa sam na Okana me kai say some months ago ye ba be block some radio stations bia ebi mo kra na ye ka say boko ensem no normal fuele boko ensem na ye block sa radio station. Me kai say Sam George at the Lesbi Babonti and radio station. But no na ye different issue from ende radio stations no. What you say? And they are different into no say ode me hu ne say the confusion is coming from where I say omo the two ni boom say they see last month na ye boom dino and as see na say ye dey Asaase ababe county na Mahama warmer clemency. What you say na last 3 months there no I say obesa o say no na I say radius na ye more we no ye more omo suspension no as a woman no na Asaase nka ho ntini we are a different list. That's how I understand it. But you see again me fair I sort of also understand your points because they also can and say 3 months ago you suspended radio stations be na Mahama mark clemency identity na new ones when you suspend your more clemency. I understand that point also. What you say me tell point na say but you see but maybe when they say the topic at hand the fact that it looks like Asaase Radio has become the main spokesperson for the opposition party. If you shut them down, it looks somewhere. Who feel it says I reason Mahama amano. Oh, they want any nyadwin and I said like that's what you are saying.
No. No. It's no.
Okay.
Because the Uber shows applicants on those radio stations now. Then okay. In other stations, almost the same mistake as our radio stations here now. Can you tell the NCA to deal with them?
Okay, so you have a valid point. What you say? So what besides our question now? You have a valid point, but I want to ask you. This. When Radio Gold was shut down, were you happy or not?
For me, the reason that they gave, I wasn't. I mean, not any problem or reason on there. Or no. What I say.
And also the same reasons we say regulations, technicalities we say. Senya and the Asaase Radio shut your down or same technicalities.
The same thing on the shut your down.
Yes, almost almost renew my license. Yeah.
Now that you now said the who second the one I don't know was so what the man now no yes I
but a simple question. Me say as I almost shut radio go down. No, were you happy?
Yes, I was happy because they invaded the law.
You were happy. Now, they say Ashati radio go down.
Yeah, because I was happy that they shut it down because they should use it as the channel for other people.
Okay.
So I can say,
right.
Because the one shutting it down now, how can you fight corruption? Nipan, why you very task and I say why operating unlawfully? Why shutting it down? Otherwise, they will say, oh, why are we shutting it down? Miss me, why you shutting it down? Fine, almost shouting radio going down. We don't me in particular. Not any problem was having. What I say. Argentina, otherwise no more. Yeah, shout more down now. We will see. We will get more clemency.
Okay.
Not just the corruption now. We can do corruption. Not just say you are not ready for that. You just said that you were saying that for us to campaign for you or to vote for you to get the power.
Mr. Minim say, oh, you be our support NDC. Minim say NDC for Mubu Fupan, but enyen do ho meba Mr. Now, you, per se, you have been consistent. The India maker say you have been consistent. They say, oh, catch me say, Emra ye shate, a year radio go down, we ni aje. Intiende say ye shate Asaase radio and I want to me FM down, so I was say we need then we need you because that's what you want. Radio go we need you until no you're consistent. Don't you think, say, ye shate radio go down, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama spoke against it and he said, say, it was an attack on media freedom. Don't you think, sir, if today the same man shut pro MPP radio station down, now we're mad the same excuser, don't you think that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is being true to his word, and he's not being and he's not being a hypocrite? Don't you think he's not being a hypocrite?
No.
Why?
No, it's hypocrisy because
you think right now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is rather being a hypocrite?
Selective justice.
But I want to ask you this specific question. Do you think like His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is rather being a hypocrite now?
For me, for this moment, I make back say
in what sense? Let me understand. In what sense? In what sense?
In what I say, in the sense that melody. Yes, no. What I say. So from the Juma say, Loverman, Brabeya me editor. That was the company. What I say. One of the mission. And number me say, program where editing say, you trust in me, you believe in my hard work, that's why you employ me as an editor. What I say. So who employ me as an editor, who the humanitarian is you don't have to tell me what to do because you believe in me that I can edit your job for you. That's why you employ me. Actually, say NCF, they are under the government. The government in one trust in the panel more NCA now. I don't know why employ you.
Yeah, but and no
NCA no so no almost all who say regulations on the so I say and since I that's the young more claimants say not just say NCA you are bringing them down. You are not giving them the chance to do the work.
And I make us
this is life we are living in. Let the law be law.
So they are no on that front no who feel say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama when taking good action, right?
No.
But you know, say
this time,
when you say one of the second term, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Wabe. One of the things are Otenase now here or Pesawoye, and they say he wants to break certain precedences Biana Ekosu Wagana. Into Osha, he's trying to do things different. Now, Semetina baby na mekatro say based on what I'm seeing, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ehune say the attack on pro opposition media firms na ya debia etai koso. But opese will break some adie no by this action. What do you say to that? If this is my reason, Mekatro say yes, he knew that it was going to be a very controversial a decision. He knew a lot of people were going to attack him. He knew say decision way NDC for obviously they are not going to be happy. But with the mindset say Sa boni ya eya etai koso yi me pese me twa so that ebe set as precedence na de bia no in the future aban foforo ba wonko enkonkota ki pro opposition media firms na. What do you say? Obi a obema sa reason no. What do you say to that person?
And the next man can say some point we now reason no. Mr. Demi was a can say, the next man can say, and this the past government no mutual. Some ministers no move are in Nano. What manage you be a one job. And yes, others or two other different parts of bar. What is about the two on Sunday? Since our president of the society, we are all okay by that.
President, then Cambium.
So, what can say? What say? Mahama was president, we say, what cutting off of one according to him, no. What we say about Sana, it will be attack on radio stations that affiliated to other parties, maybe and you know. So I nearly say, well, person was cutting off, maybe that's how incident now, and after some mentality now, down war persuaded, we're eliminating. Matthias here is good thoughts. And I'm assuming I say, so opportunity, no problem. Other ministers now, the immediate government now, no ministers will be normally a union. Many show here. Then should one person will do the other national, but next time will be argue. And in the here.
That be okay. So now where is it different way? Okay. You have to say Obi eti. And you see, I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. Because what you say, a more like interview here, so I want you to understand. Okay. Yeah. So you have to say, unim say, yan ne was sembia ye can say ahinche ebi didi ebi echi. Now, in the sense, bonnet a different grades. Right? Obibeka say bonnet dia bonnet, but the truth of the matter is say bonnet a different grades in the sense obi kokoria 1 CD. And Indiana ye di obi quarter. Obi ne charge 10 years. Obi ne dia ne se wontua sika ne nya no. Obi ne dia ne se wo onko. Obi ne dia ne se ye twena so. What ya say? Eno ne tre say bonnet no ebi didi ebi echi. What if his, in the thinking of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, no who say yes? Sir, wontumi for same way abe bonnet, but comparing to the wo kano, say obia ye corrupt into yenya no, and no ye boni bia, e didi boni bia chinti, and then the wontumi ma the same clemency on it. And what is that? What if that is his reasoning? Because ebia we no wama clemency no, and then just will be kokobok chrono kesie and na wodi bono kesie nso and so be man clemency because boni didi boni echi. What if nipa chrono so ema osa answer no then na obeka?
Say nipa ma me sa
yes, because as someone I work and say there wo can see and say there wo can see and say Mahama ye we a na ne tre say MPP form why corrupt ayachi omo no so onya omo meboa. Says na woka. Yeah. What if the response and they say boni edidi echi because we ne de enti a wagya omo ne say enhye da anya boni kese saa but eno no onya omo because e boni kese eno no onya omo because sa boni ne so
melody amishira wa ni ye fe openyin tifie na kora wi na kona se wanka ye boni na carry for me boa and now we are not for any no way one that's a wuntiano, or ya one wuntian not with a via. Where you will get Matian.
Question Ibium.
Sir, invading of that, Mistress, so one what you see. Not would you put it up for another castle say, hey, by what this is where I am. Now, why they won't see I'm not going to answer with you, or maybe they were Paramunjan. Obaya stand so the Ninia. Abrana Nina Vino, or for deep one about which Matian is out of one in a vino.
Okay.
Maybe what you mean.
Mamma,
maybe some questions. Okay. Can you tell me the meaning of corruption?
Yes.
Every corruption is a corruption. Every tigre is a tigre. What you say? Every tigre is a tigre. Me no me problem is example now, we managed to say, we decided to say, radio God was shutting it down. Me, I was happy because they were using the law. And that time we were having the president. The president allowed the law to work then. Why are you not allowing the law to work now? When you say corruption, it's one,
but and then America say tio the all can tio meba wo na wo hu ne say President Akufo-Addo allowed the law to work, right? Oh, the all can no. But and nipa kra wo president wo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no. He didn't see that as the law working. He saw it as the system oppressing the opposition. Inti ohun ne say and there were no so epenema sa de ni si a ohun ne say then that means onunso the system no oppress the opposition, which is something he spoke against. Onu the way who said the law was working.
Melody problem is say Mahama can the way now one thinking no way the work according to the law.
Who the say
but is governed by the law. So let the law do its job.
No, but the law also gives the president the power, right? The veto power. Veto power to take certain decisions.
Yeah, that veto power now, constitution is selective. And now person you may
who feel say or the year selective.
To me, it will be something then the process. See, I'm because I try to make nothing to change my mind on that.
But you see, technically, who read the letter Felix Ofosuku Achedeba na unim say the Ministry of Communications can decide not to follow His Excellency John Dramani Mahama because who read I was say President Mahama requests for clemency. Or say President John Dramani Mahama has directed the Minister for Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation to liaise with the National Communications Authority to immediately restore the broadcast of 64 radio stations affected by the regulator's action.
Last summer, we carried any two meetings. We say, "Well, we have corruption. Invading tax is a corruption. You don't have to entertain that thing. Let the NCA do their job. NCA is not doing the job with their heart. They are doing the job according to the law. So President Mahama should stay out of this and let the law do its job."
Okay, Sisiano.
The Constitution gives him the veto power to do what he. Then he don't have to persecute others. Because every invasion of power is invasion, even if it is 1 cent. Say 1 cent to Prime Minister, it doesn't matter. So, tax on 1 cent, no people for me 2,000. Every corruption is corruption. Every invading of tax is invading of tax. John Mahama has to stay away and let the NCA do its job.
And you see on the crack and saying, then Sisia decision you take away. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wa yewe Minister Nababon Java Bekase wo muti. Inti Sisia then na mobe ya found the crack and saying.
Oh, sir, I see also my name then Konyana. What I say, 4 years just around the corner.
Hey.
Yeah, or should I
no more demonstrate train and I say. More person more demonstrate etia Mahama na said then.
No, they are demonstrating. So veto power when you also selected the corruption when they selected when the veto power and Emma Avenue clemency in Waja. But many person who climb ladder, those who hold the ladder for you to climb up, who do so want to know where the open we are, who may sit on you stick and meet those people at the ground.
Listen. Asamu Americani, meaning say Obuefu, I think at this point the Yakasa party, the Obe can be a waka, means so they make be a waka, meaning say Obuefu. The truth of the matter, and say, O share Adia MPP 4 time, Omo the year NDC mea. Obeka say yes, and they say Omunsu di bonena, Embra A diomo, or say a penina Embra diomo. But I think say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was doing this with good intentions. Listen, semetina hana meka say in some way waka no raise points there na me twantro because yes we raise points what share in some way e koso chese o mark clemency no say ni say indeed say ye ka ho asema in fact afenyu mark in cry letter what the ababont ono cry abo Mahama chi said ye Mahama aye no etiamra atiase so indeed clemency na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye see ye kasetia ye benya nsem bebre akasetia. But I think say in issues like this we should look at the motive and the yes no. We should try to reason with the person. Personally, that's what I think. I know say NDC for be na buefu, but mesremo, this is not the timer. Ebi amobe threaten say and the wo yes dia ye nto aba ma mo biom and the wo yes adabi. Mesremo. Na yesi ye nto aba ma yesi me baba o de me ba. Yesi ye nto aba ma NDC biom a ho ane enko for MPP. Because NDC si ento aba mo bioma NDC ento mo bioma MPP ni eku enti NDC yesi ento mo bioma MPP ni engongo fa no that be
Uti they say the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know.
Hey that be we know the angel. We know the angel.
Nipa waka some no who say nipa was some work on it's okay, it's your choice. I know nipa waka some actually am one GT you up say nipa as well work me GT so better my not the woman the chance no but no your cast over here no why they were selected for one your car the who father say nipa no do to actually no who believe when mu kwa nipa na who believe man so ba be ya nipa be ju nyambo no. And next time, it's about the way I will cool one demand for the first time, next time I will cool woman leave you. Because of the party, or move Friday, they are all the same. Because the worker you will buy, Robert said, the Mahama say, and to wait for good on the ground, well, young mom, you so we are for that. And yes, so who do you do? You can back us and say, none of the Baba selective, and will be Musono Ajabi. Not as a law now, constitution law now, any legal power now, you are being selective about it. What do you correct?
So, so we and your big deal, Biasa. Why?
You can say that melody, but I want you to bear in mind that a little drop of a water make a mighty ocean.
Yeah, that's it.
And your big deal, it will become a big confusion.
That's it. Anyway, me that's it. Say only Accusations. Okay, bye bye.